Hello, my dear Randy, and welcome to your chart reading. So you signed up for the financial career reading and also your solar return reading. So what I am going to do is give you a beautiful mesh up that includes your transits. I'm going to mess up words. My Mercury is natally in retrograde, so stuff just happens for me. So we're going to go through the transits too, just to give you an idea of what's coming together and where. And I'm going to read this all together in a way that you understand because I have a feeling you get it, man. Um, so let me first preface with my normal breakdown. So this is the blueprint for your life as Randy. Randy has been many different races, religions, genders, people over the course of hundreds or even possibly thousands of years as your soul first entered Earth's atmosphere with the goal of going from a part of the all to an individual so that when you return to the all at the end of your incarnation cycles, you have big soul points so you can go wherever you want to in the galaxy and try other games and experiences because we are immortal beings. On this realm, in this life, this is the breakdown here. This is a pretty much breakdown of everything you have left over, everything that you wanted to achieve, the lessons you had to learn, the karma you earned, and also the gifts and things that you had to make it happen along the way. If you look in this middle area here with all these black dots-ish, these represent the way the planets were set up in the sky at the time that you were born. And if you would imagine for a moment that your body is a radio receiver, because we're made up of protons and molecules and neutrons. So these energies entered your baby body when you took your first breath, with them giving you the magnetic pull down your path, the path that you needed for your life as Randy. What path is that for you? With your ascendant being in Taurus, you are taking the path of stability. You are taking the path of beauty, learning your own values, learning to work with the earth, having a very, very earthly experience, developing wealth, learning. That is what you are coming to do. Now, on this path that you will be developing your whole life because it goes all the way around, you have a backlight showing you where you've been and what area you've sort of already accomplished, and a flashlight leading you towards the new area that will help your soul grow the most. So for you, your backlight is in self, in Taurus. This means you're good at being pretty by yourself. You are naturally the type of person who is used to a certain way. You like to work slow and steady, possibly. You like things on your time. You enjoy nature. Music, arts are all things that would naturally bring you peace. Now, in this life, around the time that you were 18 and a half, maybe even 19 and a half, you were meant to go away from this area of being just at peace by yourself to moving towards a relationship where you would be driven through emotional ups and downs. Actually, pretty much a twin flame relationship. There's another half for you, somebody who is the catalyst for you once you get into this marriage. So let me know if you're already married, because that makes a big difference in this chart. But this is all about the outside world for you. See, everything on this lower half of your chart represents your relationship with yourself and developing self. See, this first house is who you are in your identity and who you are physically. The second house is you and your money. The third house is you and your siblings and how you communicate with others. This fourth house is you and your family. Fifth house, you and your self-expression and your children. And the sixth house is you and how you can be of service to others, you and your work coworkers. This top half up here, where you see majority of your planets are, represents things that are done out in the world, things you're doing for other people. Like this house right here, you and your spouse, you in contracts, you in the public eye. The eighth house, you and other people's money and power. The ninth house, foreign lands. The 10th house, your career, how you appear to the world, fame. The 11th house, the human collective, other people, the internet. And the 12th house, things that you owe beyond you. With this being said, you have a huge mission. I could see why you came to me in the first place. So let's get cracking at this here, understanding what you're supposed to do for finances in your career. Your second house, which is the house of your natural gifts, is in Gemini, which means that you are meant to go from the teacher to the student. You are the person learning. And as you can see right now, the North Node, which is the developer of the chart, like if this was a dark room and this was a photo, This little thing right here will be the thing that makes the picture come out, and it goes backwards. Right now, you just spent time learning about what you need to learn financially. Maybe you even learned at home during this time, just figuring out what you need to do to create a business or a legacy for yourself. Now, right now, you're about to learn about yourself for the rest of the year as this goes this way. In order to give you reflections of who you are. And now in your marriage, or if you're in a relationship, in a partnership, you might be needing space. Y'all might be trying new ways of having a relationship. There might be seriously some changes in the way that you're viewed in the public. Maybe you move is very much a possibility with this, but you were definitely learning what you need to teach, because the second house, which is the ruled by Taurus, which is like the whole leader of your chart, is also connected to the sixth house. This is the next earth house, and we're on the financial part of your reading right now. So for you in your day-to-day life, in order to balance out your karma and just what you need to survive in this world, you need to be doing beauty or art or literature or something with horses, something that allows you to bring balance to not only yourself, but other people. And there's a whole second part over here that's in Scorpio. So do you find yourself being the psychologist just a little bit? Because that's where your Jupiter is, the most expansion for you. If you step into a job that allows you to work with things like real estate, stock market, sex work, magic, morgues, like actual death, but psychology, detective work, flipping houses, investing money, anything that allows you to take other people's assets and turn them into something for yourself is something that you would be really good with, along with this partnership, this possibly even politics would be great for you, because you actually have a karmic duty that you owe, a karmic partnership that you owe also. I really would love to know if you're married or if you're in the process of getting married, because it seems like that's a big game changer for you. Now, the next part you're looking at here is the area where Capricorn is. And this has been working on for you for the last 2 years, just figuring out what your legacy is. And for you, once again, there's a karmic business that you owe that has to be done at least 2 hours away from where you're from, where it'll explode, should I say. You are actually the type of person with this setup. Your money would do so much better if you went somewhere foreign, if you got away from where you came from. That's where Uranus, the planet of radical change, gets activated for you. And that's where Pluto is right now. You are being asked to go somewhere outside of where you came from, because the people you are around will never understand what you're meant to do or your actual greatness, because there is much here. You are learning how to be somebody for the people. You are being the rebel. You are connecting to others through your business. This Capricorn in the ninth house means you could be a spiritual guru, a spiritual teacher, somebody who is a professor, even possibly knows things about foreign lands. And you actually have Capricorn in 2 places, which means you can also invest what you earn in your businesses to triple or multiply the income for yourself. Because don't forget, Taurus is about wealth, and that's where your Venus is. This means how you earn money, how you would best earn money. You do very well when you are alone with your thoughts, pioneering things, because your mind works in a way that you receive ideas when you have nobody else around you distracting you. Going through these transits with what's happening right now with your money, you are reconstructing your identity, your network, your business. You are changing a lot with your friends, because it appears that you belong to a group of people who are artists. Do you sing? By any chance, do you want to get in the music? Is there some sort of entertainment that you would also be into? Because that's possible. And it's also possible that it was held off until after you turn 27, 28 with this Saturn here, which will be lining up for you within like the next 2 years as you go through a big change in your friendships, because your drive, the way your mind works, and your feelings and your relationship with your mom all connect to spiritual things beyond what other people can see, possibly music, film. Once again, you have heavy artistic signature, somebody who is breaking outside the box with your art. I see the problem that you have here in your self-expression is that you feel the need to perfect yourself. You overanalyze so much that you never release anything. That is going to be the Achilles that holds you up, because when you have planets all up here, there is something you have to give out to the world. And that is the only thing blocking you from your own wealth. Because with this setup here, I'd see you'd be seeking wealth, definitely. This is the house of wishes and dreams, this 11th house. So your drive, your dream, anything that comes to you, anything that you literally see in your dreams is possible. And it's probably important for you to track them, especially now when we have the Sun and Venus about to give you a return during this year. Actually, this month, that means your birthday's coming up. Hey, happy birthday. That's why we're about to do your solar return one, because you spend a lot of time alone. If not, you'll have to deal with that hidden rage. And also, that's where your unique genius is. If you can't be alone, you can't come up with these unique ideas that nobody else has come up with. Now, Chiron is the wound. It's going through your 12th house right now, hitting everything about you. So you might even have physical problems. You might get into random accidents or stuff with fire, even that being the case. But you have time to think about what you are unhappy about regarding self. How did you want to earn money for yourself? What did you actually want to do in life? Is everything too much for you right now? Because I see you have Lilith and Taurus, which means you like nice things. That is also where your part of fortune and your Venus are. So everything else on here that you are going through or coming up with is in order for you to have this nice time period, this peak that can actually be on the way for you while you spend some time solo and just enjoy the luxury of your own self, of your own money, of your own values on beauty, just because you were willing to teach or share with other people what you have learned. Just in general in life, all your stuff is set up in a way that it is done when you were solo. You are meant to be a part of a specific group. I don't know if you do spiritual work or music or art, but put it out there and put it out there for people who are not the people that are around you. Your tribe has nothing to do with your family. Look at your family house. That's the 4th house. There's nothing in here. And there's even a wound in the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo. So your family that you came into aren't necessarily the people who were supposed to give you the motivation to do this up here. Your friends, the people you connect to online, finding your tribe outside yourself. And the fact that you are a really big part of your tribe also really matters. So this is your financial career. Whatever you have been dreaming about, whatever that wild idea is, do it, because you are creating something that has not been done before. It's a new school of thought, a new way of conducting things. And there's a group of people waiting on you. You have a tribe, without a doubt. So now that we know that this is the setup, let's get into what this year, this is the solar return part of your rating, what part of your chart you're developing this year. What is the focus? Where does the universe have you focusing at? So this year, we remembered, this is your solar return chart. And this, let me make sure the dates are right. This is going for 21, 22. This is going to cover you this whole age that you're going to be having from this April 9th till next April 9th. Okay. So you remember that Scorpio is typically in your marriage house. Things are inverted here, you see? So that means that this year you are going to be the secretive one. You're going to be a mysterious one. You are taking the path of developing your soul. And this is the year of learning some very interesting things about self. This is about soul searching here. Because for this year, not only do you have Scorpio, which means you're mysterious in the front house, but then you have this philosopher thing here. It's giving you a return on where you've been in the past. Are you planning on moving? Because that really matters. I would imagine that you probably would need to, because this is saying right here that the most of your money is made from foreign places through your own business. And in this year, you're meant to go from making your business in this way through your philosophies to you teaching other people how to handle their assets. And that is what is going to help you with your coin. As you can see, Gemini is the side of teaching and speaking and communicating. That's where Mars is for you this year. So anything that you have learned about difficult subjects or real estate or just whatever you have been focused on, that is where your passion is. That is what you're moving towards. You're moving towards a space where you can earn money through helping other people with their stuff more so than you actually having to physical labor in something. There's a transformation in the way that your business will be held locally or the way that you work locally. Because technically you're having a Saturn return and you're solar. So your friends are going to change, your relationship with the people around you and your family setup. Ma'am, are you possibly thinking about having any kids? Because Jupiter is in your 4th this year, which means that your family could grow. It doesn't necessarily mean it's you, but it can mean that your tribe grows, because we just discussed that. You're also having a return in your own unique genius. I say, my friend, once again, journal your dreams. Any inspiration you get, any ideas, do not let them go to waste because you have them all the time. You're going to need them this year. As you can see, this chart is different because down here, you are developing in your one-on-one relationships. So your moon is going to be in 4th. You are going to get the most inspiration when you are at home. It's imperative that you spend time at home jotting down your plans, because this is about your self-expression. Neptune is in your 5th house. So if you're writing songs or poetry or just spiritual messages, possibly, you get them out, because you're literally streaming in information. You're going to be channeling this year. If you don't know how to do that skill, definitely join me in the class because you are going to be able to speak things. Mercury is in your 5th house. That means your communication is important this year. You are fighting for a specific cause. And this Chiron is meant to make you question what you believe in about yourself, about your value, about your worth. So that will be a heavy beam, especially lately with all these planets lined up right here, pinging on that. So any feelings you have about who you are in your day-to-day life, maybe how you feel about having children and all that sort of things are going to come up for you. This year, you will be focused because this is the sun, your focus, and Venus and how you make money, or working aggressively in your day-to-day life. You are a soldier doing this year, just really pushing yourself out there as you're working towards this Taurus energy of you getting the luxury, the stability, the peace that you were looking for. Now, there's going to be a major change in your marriage house. I don't know if you're already married once again, but this is where Uranus is, the radical change. Something in your marriage is going to take a amazing good turn, or your partnership, or this could even be in your the way you're seen by the public eye with this sitting here. Known for beauty, known for your artistry, known for your weight, known for your wealth could also be the case, especially with all these planets over here lined up for you to be earning through other people's money. After you're able to sort of set things up with your own, you must know something amazing that you have to teach, because this year, your midheaven, which is what you're meant to be known for in your career, is that of a leader, somebody who is creative, somebody who heals others with their own inspiration. Um, some of your partnership will be done in the dark. There are things definitely changing with your relationship, possibly even things coming to light. Um, your dreams would tell you lots of things during this time about your relationship or your soulmate, because I absolutely believe, based upon what I have seen, that you do have a twin flame that is igniting you on this path for what you need to learn and the change in your finances over time. So please let me know that part so I can wrap this back together based upon whether you have a spouse or whether you don't, how this should go. But you have some great things to do, Randy. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and let me know if you have any questions.